Hello guys, a series on my channel, like a reaction series, I'm gonna click on this first, oh. That was my sniping in Phantom Forces video, so, yeah, YouTube reactions, there we go. So I'm gonna close my video, close. I was watching that. Now, yes. I switch account. I was gonna do, add account. I was gonna use hyper.roblox as a, little Roblox thing, but I abandoned that. Whatever. Oh, whatever. Who cares about my email? I forgot anyway. What the hell? Oh my god. I will. Oh. Thank you. Huh? I don't care. So. Let me just make sure this is good. Okay, whatever. So, first laser reaction. And by the way, I'm gonna have to put it at 480p because I'm using my dad's phone as basically like a modem because ours isn't working, so we have to wait till the week to get it fixed. So, yeah.
I've done nothing but sit here, chill.
You know what? Just for lazarbeam, I'm gonna create a new thingy. I'm gonna make a new scene on OBS. So I turn my face cam off. No face cam. Now, right now it's like this, but I just need to add the scenes, game capture. Oh wait, and I need video capture device. Oh wait, no, that's the face cam. Window capture. Is that it? Wait, normal. Display capture, image. Display image, game capture. Game capture. Game capture, game capture. Here. Add existing, game capture. remove. I just need to, so is it display capture? Yes, it's the display capture. Display capture, where? Oh, here. Add existing, display capture, boom, and then there. And now we
with
have
the
this
missus.
right
Wait
here,
for
so
playground mode,
the
eh?
reactions.
Where the fuck is it? Alright, so I figured, let's stop sitting on my ass. I've got something that's gonna make you mad. Something that we can all sit back and laugh at. You remember this chick? Guess who's back? Back again. Old lady's back to spew bullshit. Yeah, so a few months back, I showed you a video of this is back. You're us. I've got something that's gonna make you mad. Something that we can all sit back and laugh at. You remember this chick? Guess who's back? Back again. Old lady's back to spew bullshit. Yeah, so a few months back, I showed you a video of this lady on her news program talking about how Fortnite is corrupting children. It needs to be banned.
This online survival game has kids and teens competing to kill each other on screen and desensitising them to violence. Because it has been described as...
Actually, I'm just gonna restart because
For playground mode, eh? Where the fuck is it? Alright, so I figured, let's stop sitting on my ass. I've got something that's gonna make you mad. Something that we can all sit back and laugh at. You remember this chick? Guess who's back? Back again.
you know, I'm gonna mute my mic as well so I can put my fan on.
Again, old lady's back to spew bullshit. Yeah, so a few months back, I showed you a video of this lady on her news program talking about how Fortnite is corrupting children. It needs to be banned.
This online survival game has kids and teens competing to kill each other on screen and desensitising them to violence. Because it has been described as gory.
Please think of the children!
It's violent and gory. We all laughed at it. It was really funny. I enjoyed it. But yeah, basically this woman is very anti-Fortnite. She has an agenda. And I'm here to destroy these...
Actually, I'm gonna stop. Turning the mic down a lot, so yeah, I'll be able to talk like this. This is good, isn't it? If you can, whatever. You know, I'm gonna put it back up, and then just turn it
people
off.
once and for all. If I can't be...
I'm okay. I'm just gonna stop. Okay. Not
Fortnite is
changing it
corrupting
again.
children. It needs to be banned.
This online survival game has kids and teens competing to kill each other on screen and desensitising them to violence. Because it has been described as gory.
Please think of the children!
It's violent.
Okay, whatever then. I'm putting my face cam on. Right side face cam. So now I need display capture. And now video capture. Add existing, please. Video capture device. You just shrink you down. Sit you right here. And then there we go. And game capture too. Game capture, where are you? Game capture. There we go. Not changing it again. You know what? Just shrink you down a little bit more. That's good. The hell was that? Shut up!
and gory. We all laughed at it. It was really funny. I enjoyed it. But yeah, basically, this woman is very anti-Fortnite. She has an I am going to defeat the anti-video for all. If I can't be building giant willies in playground mode, I am going to defeat the anti-video game movement in one video. And you're about to witness that video. Buckle up, buckaroo. This shit's about to get nasty. Yeah, I saw this video because my mate Champ Chong, he did like a news breakdown on it. I didn't watch the video because I wanted to go in fresh. But yeah, he did the breakdown on it. You should go check that one out.
It's free.
Oh, that was a headshot. Oh my God.
Hold on, that's Dakota's. This lady better be careful. Be careful.
Oh,
I'm gonna kill myself if I change this again.
that was a headshot. Oh my God.
It's addictive. And it's wildly popular. The objective, 100 people fight strangers.
Wait, so you're saying it's bad for a game to be popular? Are you saying
to the
that?
death, live and
Okay.
online. A round lasts up to 20 minutes.
Wait, so that's bad, or are you just explaining that?
And
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
pause it.
Can we get F's in the chat for the shock trap? Only us OGs will
F.
remember.
This week, a 9-year-old made headlines for wetting herself in bed rather than leaving the game.
I don't want to keep pausing the video, but
Me neither, but I haven't watched this. That has nothing to do with Fortnite. That's not... Get him a diaper! Or just go to the damn toilet. Sit yourself in a one by one. Roofs. Put a pyramid over you. Sit there, go to the toilet. Maybe even do it in a house as well for extra protection. Do it when the storm has just come in so you have a full minute. But that's not Fortnite's problem. It's not Fortnite's problem that she wet herself. She should just get herself up. Oh, hey, sorry, I'm done.
what? How is a kid peeing herself in bed got anything to do with Fortnite? Either cover.
I literally just said that. Lazarbeam, I do not want to get copyright.
Throw a bed in
do not wanna
towels
get
or slap a
copyright
diaper on
strike.
it. That ain't Fortnite's problem. Don't be trying to ban the game
I
because of that.
literally
It's the
just
most
said that.
downloaded game in the world.
Now, again, are you saying that because it's bad, or are you just trying to say that?
And
Why
it's
do
got
you need to
parents
say
in
that?
a frenzy, trying to protect their kids and control their addiction.
See, that I've got no problem with. Like, that's obviously what you should be doing. Mate, you can't let a 5-year-old play any video.
Yep, I agree with Lazarbeam. Don't let a 5-year-old kid play 3,000 games of Fortnite a day. But that's not the game's fault that they're playing for 20 hours. Their parents need to get them off.
A game for 20
Not just
hours.
trying
Well,
to
that's just
ban the
common
game.
sense. That's not the game's problem.
Is
Why? I keep
today's
just
psychologist
saying what
Sandy Ray and
Lazarbeam
our tech
says.
expert
Whatever.
Charlie Brown. Good morning.
Well, this is Fortnite, and they're playing what's called Fortnite Battle Royale. Now, this is the multiplayer game.
I want to give a shout out to this guy. I've seen him on the Today Show before. I grew up with the Today Show, actually. This guy's a legend. Maybe this guy has talked some sense into him.
Now, this is the multiplayer game where up to
I hope
100
that
people
happens,
play
by the
together,
way.
and games can go for 20 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours. There's a bit of shooting, a bit of puzzle solving, a bit of building. The kids can also join their mates in the game as well. So instead of kicking a footy at the local park, if it's raining, for example, they can join the virtual world and be talking to their mates.
But what's the aim of the game?
Well, you want to be the last man standing at the end
so
of it.
what's the aim of
Yeah, what's the aim of the game? Yeah, so what's the aim of
the game?
To kill
yeah, so
all
what's
the
the
other
aim of the
players.
game? So, it needs to be banned. You kill people in it. Don't let a 2-year-old play the game.
Players in the
If you
game.
need
So
an-
how does that...
Oh my God, you
Whatever.
can just tell. She was so smug about it.
But what's the aim of...
You obviously shouldn't let a freaking 2-year-old play play a game with guns. If you need a news show to tell you that, you should have your kids taken away from you. Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
so what's the aim of the game?
The other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that...
What's the aim of the game? No, I've gotcha. What's the aim of the game? It's to kill people, isn't it? Ban it. It's bad for kids. Ban it. Look, I used to love Georgie Gardner. That's her name. For the most part, she's perfectly fine. But on this issue, we have a problem.
The end
So
of it,
what's the aim of the game?
to kill all the other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that compare, Sandy, to a game of footy with your mates?
Because obviously, no one's gotten into fights in football. Yeah, obviously. That hasn't happened ever. And let me just take a look at YouTube if it'll frickin' load. Fights in Football Premier League. Whatever. Yeah, because no one's ever gotten into a fight in football. Yeah, obviously, no one ever has. No one, ever. And we just... God damn it.
Solving, a bit of building.
This is going to get on
They're playing
Psychologist Sandy Ray and our
Battle Royale.
today's show before.
This is the 20 minutes or half an hour. 100 people play together, and games can go for 20 minutes or half an hour or 2 hours. There's a
Sorry, I accidentally...
bit of shooting, a bit of puzzle solving, a bit of building. The kids can also join their mates in the game as well. So instead of kicking a footy at the local park, if it's raining, for example, they can join the virtual world and be talking to their mates.
But what's the aim of the game?
Well, you want to be the last man standing at the end
so
of it.
what's the aim of the game?
To kill all the other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that...
Oh my God, you can just tell. She was so smug about it.
But what's the aim of the game?
End
So
of it.
what's the aim of the game?
The other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that...
What's the aim of the game? No, I've gotcha. What's the aim of the game? It's to kill people, isn't it? Ban it. It's bad for kids. Ban it. Look, I used to love Georgie Gardner. That's her name. For the most part, she's perfectly fine. But on this issue, we have a problem.
The end
So
of it,
what's the aim of the game?
to kill all the other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that compare, Sandy, to a game of footy with your mates?
Wait, how does it compare to a game of footy? Like a game of NRL football? Oh, because no one's ever gotten violent playing football before.
Laserbeam's just explaining everything better than me.
Oh, and would you look at that? Broadcast on the same network as the Today Show. But I bet they don't make segments saying kids shouldn't watch football because that'd cost them money. Oh, mate, you really stumped us there, didn't you? You really got us.
Look, there's unequivocal research about the impact of these sorts of games. There's over 130 evidence-based pieces of research that tell us that violent games like this increase aggressiveness, increase angry thoughts, increase aggressive...
Does video games cause violence? There's The violent. Oh, whatever. The science behind video games and violence claims that video games lead to. For the people in the back, video games don't cause violence. The violent games make kids violence. No.
Behaviour.
I'd like to see your sources, because all I have to do is go to Google, does video games cause violence? And I can show you thousands of results that disagree with you.
Well, I didn't find that many, but still, look.
A high school dropout like me that dropped out at 15 years old, an absolute definition of a moron, can go to Google, find countless sources that say you're wrong. The problem is, anyone with a bit of money can pay any sort of scientist to come up with research that defends their point. So essentially, you can make any argument you want and create research that backs it up. I'm not saying that's what she did here. Maybe she actually has evidence. I'm not saying she doesn't. I'm just saying there's plenty of evidence that says she's wrong.
This is what the scientific community is telling us, that this is...
Wait. So me and Lazarbeam just looked at Google and found like 10 sites that say that's wrong, and now you're saying, oh, the scientific community is saying that video games do cause violence. Oh. So I guess there are like thousands of websites that say you're wrong. I guess they're all lies. 1,000 out of 2. So all those 1,000 are lies, and the 2 that say video games do cause violence, they're correct.
Really something that we need to be very mindful of, and we really need to guard our children's brains. We're not saying don't do it at all, but we're saying the research is very much telling us. And there's over 116 research.
And how many do we have? Thousands that say that's
reports
wrong.
telling us that it affects the structure and performance of the brain as well.
Okay.
So you're saying Fortnite melts kids' brains or something? Video games do that? Ah, my brain is melting! Ah! Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you all. Whatever.
Okay, I'll give her some points. She said she wasn't saying completely shut down all game usage. But like, once again, the violence part, so many people say you're wrong. And it's just common sense that you shouldn't let a kid play for 20 hours. That's no shit, right? Like, this has got nothing to do with Fortnite. All they're trying to do is scare parents.
But they're cartoon characters, they're caricatures, and we don't see blood, Sandy. So many parents are saying it's okay because we're not seeing the blood and guts.
That's a...
Yeah, exactly. It's not like Call of Duty. It's not like gonna keep that in their kid's brain for the rest of their life. It's not like blood. It's basically just cartoony PUBG, Fortnite. Well, it is. There's no blood spraying over you or anything. There's no realistic guns, no realistic sounds. It's not like you're gonna be able to run over someone in a golf cart and send
complete
them
cop out.
flying.
There she goes again. Can you say one bloody word without sounding like you're talking down to me? Just because I am uneducated does not mean you're allowed to talk down to me. All right, exactly right, it's cartoony. It ain't no Doom or Call of Duty. There's no blood spraying over you. There's nothing that's gonna scar a kid for life. It's the frickin' gingerbread man shooting an astronaut. Should 3-year-olds be playing it? No. Oh, that's common sense.
No.
If you need a bloody news program to tell you your 3-year-old shouldn't be playing a game with guns, you're a frickin' moron. You should have your kids taken away, because you probably don't even know how to feed them. But that ain't the game's fault. It's got nothing to do with Fortnite. Let me tell you, if a kid that's like 10 years old, which is around about the age that you should maybe play Fortnite, if a kid that's 10 years old gets corrupted from that stuff, mate, breaking news, he was already destined to be a serial killer. There's nothing that could be done. He already had a hungering for human flesh. He was already going to be a serial killer.
I think what we've got to have as a rule of thumb is about 20 minutes to 30 minutes, even though most kids would balk at that.
That's one game of Fortnite. If there's no bush campers, then it could go for like an hour. One game.
But 20 to 30 minutes is the time.
Mate, that's one game. Like, I'm not saying let him play for a week, but like 1 to 2 hours? Is there some sort of cutoff? Like at 20 minutes, it's fine, but after half an hour, they start eating people? Like, piss off.
Download it onto your iPad, play it yourself.
You encourage parents to play it, don't
So
you?
they at least know what the content is. Because parents who are showing me concerns about it, a lot of them haven't even played the game before at all. Download it and play it. First thing you're going to see is what the content actually is that you would be exposing your child to. And you can also see the parental controls that are built into the game so that swear words, for example, aren't going to pop up on that message bar as well. By learning a little bit about the content your kids want to consume, you will be much less concerned about it because you'll know what it actually is, not what you're fearing it is.
Oh, my mate Charlie just shat all over him on live television. Round of applause. Charlie, you legend. He said exactly what I'm trying to say. None of this has anything to do with Fortnite. Why is this a big outrage about Fortnite? This all comes down to parenting. If you're a parent, you got a 5-year-old kid that plays Fortnite, and after he finishes playing Fortnite, he starts punching your cat, he's probably got a problem. Maybe you should step in as a parent, separating from it. But to do that, you've actually got to take interest in your child, put effort in, play the game, understand what he's playing, be able to relate to him and talk to him about it, so you understand what he's actually doing in the game. But that's too hard. It's easy just to be angry. Fortnite.
Okay, it's a really good point. I mean, I'm looking at this game now for the first time, and I just want to play it.
Oh, mate, I love Carl. I grew up on this show. I love Carl. Mate, if you ever want to run duos, you hit me up, man. Forget Drake and Ninja. Carl and Lazarbeam. Oh, mate, dream duos.
But this is the point. If this game is so bad, if this game is so addictive and it's so detrimental to the lives of our children, then why is it available? Why shouldn't it be banned?
Carl, I feel betrayed. I feel hurt. I'm disgusted. I want an apology for how attacked I feel right now.
It's cool because there's nothing wrong with the game for who it's actually intended to play it. And the reason this game has a...
Therein lies the point for who is intended to play
But this game, the classification of this game is not restrictive to a particular age. There is a guide to the age, which is teenagers, but it's not restricted to it because of the content in the game. So because of that, you as a parent need to step up and you need to say, you know what, I understand what my kids are consuming here and I'm either okay or I'm not okay.
Oh my God, Charlie, I love you, mate. I love you. Look, I'll give this show credit. They've finally got an absolute legend on the show to talk shit and fight back for us. Love you. So, yeah, once again, I've said it a few times. It all comes down to being a parent. Play the game. Understand what your kids are doing. If your kids are really young and you feel like they're playing too much, talk to them about it. Get on their level. Have a conversation. Have a relationship with your child. But what's that got to do with Fortnite? So there's a show called The Weekly. It's basically our daily show. They summed this up beautifully. Full credit to them for this. They had a newspaper from the 80s which showed a news report about parents being outraged about Nintendo. The Nintendo was causing violence. Bloody Mario was causing violence. They were saying it about the Nintendo. They've been doing this shit for years, boys. They said it about GTA. They said it about COD. And now they're saying it about Fortnite. Go to buggery. It shouldn't be banned. You just got to be a better parent. They've been using this as an excuse to outrage people and make people scared, make people come up with excuses for their poor parenting. Go and get your head out your ass and get off my Fortnite. Oh no, I just felt like I had the need to share this with the world. Now back to waiting for playground mode. Still not out, eh?
Yeah, I'm watching this in season 7 of Fortnite, so yeah, Playground in